We are back for another episode of Big Six Bants, the Wednesday transfer show. Hope everyone is well in this amazing slash not so amazing heat that seems to have us all dying at the moment. Mannem, how are we doing? Chat, how are we doing?
Steady
Surviving.
Steady Eddie, trust me.
Steady, still steady. I hear it.
Surviving
Obviously, we've got a
season.
lot of news to cover. Obviously, the main thing on the front cover today, the main news that is dropped is Arsenal's concrete interest in Kai Havertz. What do we think of that, people? What do we think of that?
Great news.
Soft. Overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
Wow. Where
Nice
was this
try.
month? Where was this energy specifically when he played for Chelsea from you? Where was it?
No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Why
We're not
not?
gonna act like we all haven't sat here and slandered Kai Havertz at some
You know,
point.
we have for Chelsea.
Right.
For Chelsea.
Right. No. See, yeah, we're not gonna do this.
No, but this is cool. Let me break it down. Let me even start off like this. Yeah, this is a perfect way to break it down.
Let's
Start off.
break it down. Okay, go on. Tell us how now that he's linked to Arsenal, he's not shit. Go on.
No. Listen. Obviously, for Chelsea, last season he was shit. No doubt about it. Dead food. I always said he was dead food for Chelsea. However, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that he'll cook line. Don't worry about that. You're not going to get out of me. What I will say is it's a very good option to have in the squad. When you take in everything, the fact that we're in Champions League next season, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Prem, there's so many games. A play like Havertz in attack, like right? If we get him for like what? Because obviously we're not going to pay 75 mil. Forget that. So if we pay like 50, 45, why not? If you've got the money, why not? I'll pay that.
So just to clarify, yeah, 50 M's on Havertz, 95 on Deckers. How much on Kai said?
Right, wait, you think that's 95?
Minimum.
It's 90 mil plus 10 mil add-ons. So
All right,
It's
cool.
102 M's. It's 100.
Yeah.
No, okay, because
Let's say Caicedo's about 60, 50 M's.
He don't get to do that, by the way. Do you know why I don't get to do that? Because Nunes is 100 mil to K. Doing all of that add-on stuff. So no.
That's fine. He can. That's fine. Deckers is 100 M's, but my club's not paying that this season. So I'm not bothered.
That's 2 installments.
I agree. He's 100 M's. He's 100 M's, but
as it stands, I paid 64.1 M's for Darwin Nunes. As it stands. No.
But I'm talking about.
Do you remember what
I'm saying? Yeah, I'm agreeing, bro. I'm agreeing.
Yeah, it's 100 mil. That's fine.
I'm agreeing.
Let me land.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, so 100
that
mil.
being said,
Yeah.
Sorry, Casey. With that being said, yeah, Deckers, let's say what we say, like 95 M's minimum.
No, it's 100 mil. It's
100 M's.
102 M's.
100 mil.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's say that's cool. Then how much is Caicedo roughly?
I'd say
75.
70 to 80. So let's say 75.
Cool. Yeah, perfect. Any other defenders you might are looking to sign?
Castagna, I think I saw. But that's
Castagna?
like
15 M's.
Yeah, that would be like 20 M's, if that.
So let's just round it up to about 200 M's, yeah?
Yeah, I've got
that. With that being said, is it fair to say you, man, after this season can stop saying, look at City's squad, look at this City, that?
Bro, we've been getting funded for about 2-3 years. I've never once denied that. Like,
cool.
We've been getting the funds.
So you're on the same pedestal as City then, basically?
No. That's a different.
City's been getting it for 7 years.
Right, that's a whole different level. Like that's not. We're not
7 years, not 2-3, bro.
We're getting. That's what I'm saying. We're trying to aspire to that. And what to go back to what I was saying with that, right? The position that Arsenal are in right now, with being in all 4 of them competitions, Havertz as an option in the squad. Why not? Like, it's added quality. Like, what? Why would I not add?
Nah.
Keyword quality.
It doesn't excite me. I'll be real. It doesn't
He excites me. He doesn't.
I ain't believing it, man. It's not moving me.
Bro, you're not. Bro, you man are trying to. And by the way, chat, don't twist my words here. Now, so I know what you man are like, and you man on the panel as well. Don't twist my words. I'm not saying that
I'm
he's
honest,
the world beater. but it's added quality into the attack. He's not bad. Like he's not.
In other words, it's hey guys.
I've heard you say he's so bad.
A player. Let's keep it a buck.
You're not getting out of this one.
The same thing happened with Mount. Let's keep it a buck. A player is crap until they are heavily linked to your team.
Bro, why do you always run with that?
Montel, I've said, Montel, no one said that he's cold. No one's come out and said he's cold.
And now Havertz.
Montel, no one's saying he's cold. I'm not saying he's cold.
Casey, what did I just say? It took him 2 minutes. A
man saying that with Montel, so what do you want me to do? Continue calling him shit? Even when he potentially sign him, we sign him. Montel, I'm not disagreeing that he's shit. I'm not disagreeing that I think he's shit. He's played shit for Chelsea. I'm not disagreeing that. Casey? I just have to now look past that, bro. I can't continue we're here to have a discussion, G. I can't just keep saying, oh, he's shit. No, I don't want him. Oh, he's shit.
Casey, I think you're saying a different thing to Kears, though. You're saying he's not. You're saying he's shit. Casey's saying he's not complete shit.
I don't think. No.
I'm saying more than that.
I agree with Casey in it. Casey's doing the right thing.
I'm saying, bro, that he was shit for Chelsea last season. I'm saying
no. You were just saying he's shit, bro. You probably.
I think he's been shit. I think he's been shit in the Chelsea top.
Where you're like, oh, at the time I thought he's shit for Chelsea, but I must have said he's just shit.
No, bro. Again, bro, I said he was shit for. Bro, I'm saying yes, he was shit for Chelsea. Yes. However, with us, I don't think he will be shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to be a world beater and he's going to beat off and back this, back that. But again, he'll be an added body in attack when we need him. Why would I pass down that? This doesn't make sense. Like, and again, he can play in multiple positions: LCM, striker, right wing. He can play. Bro, it's an added body in attack, added quality. Like, just finalize as well. Wait, one second.
You guys, I've got something. See, I just wanted to see what Kears was going to say about Kai Havertz in it. I just wanted to see this one here. I want you to answer for your crimes, and I'll wait for it till it.
Is that the official account of Kears DI?
Bro,
terrible footballer.
Bro, again, Monts, again. I said in a Chelsea shirt. That is him in a Chelsea shirt. Why is that? Why are you ignoring context?
And look at the date. This is in Feb. This is the end of February.
Months. I said in a Chelsea shirt.
Your words were terrible
because he plays for Chelsea.
No, but there's no because he plays for Chelsea here, bro.
Yeah, but
you didn't go out your way to even specify that. You said
you want me to put Havertz plays for Chelsea and shit.
Well, yes, I do. Because, bro, if you're saying he's a terrible footballer, then you shouldn't want a terrible footballer at your club. Surely,
Months, you know what you know what it is, yeah? Certain players suit certain systems. Like that's how it is. Like, again, I'm gonna use this example again. You have people like Solly March for Brighton or Danny Welbeck for Brighton. You think these men are Europa League players, Months? Do you really think that? It's not that. It's that the system that they're in is making them flourish in attack. The system, the build up from defense to attack, allows the attack to have space and dominate the ball in space in attack. That's what we do, bro. So Havertz with space, lethal. Do not give him time and room because you've seen it. Although he's been playing shit, all you man have seen Havertz do mad things with space. All you man have seen it.
Bro, you know what's tax, Kane? You know what's tax?
Okay, this is sly shameless.
It's not. I
agree with you. However, he's not a Premier League player. Bro, Mother's Life, I'm going to bait you out now. You sat on watch games enough times throughout the season, and you've told me this guy is useless. This guy is crap.
Yes,
I'm going to go back to what we spoke about earlier. When Havertz signed, I was convinced he was decent and he needed time.
More than decent.
You kids convinced me that he was crap. You managed. Am I lying? You managed to convince me that he was fully crap, and I took him in, and now he's coming to your club, and you're telling me he's not fully crap.
Bro, again, you're ignoring everything that I'm saying. I'm saying to you, in an Arsenal team under Mikel, everything is different. I know it sounds so cliche, but it's the reality. Everything under Mikel's Arsenal is a whole different system. And it allows players to do mad. You would not have thought that mad. Look at Trossard, for example. I know people obviously thought Trossard was good at Brighton and whatnot, but did you really think he was going to do this mad thing at Arsenal? Like, really? You wouldn't have predicted it.
That's a bad example.
It's not. But, cool. Would you? Cool. Trossard's got how many assists for Arsenal this last season?
How many assists? Not many.
Yeah, it was like
9.
It was something
Like
crazy.
8 or 9.
But you as a person already slept on his technical ability before he joined.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point, bro. This is my
but
point.
I knew that.
No. But again, no matter what happened, bro, for Arsenal, what Trossard done from January till May, nobody would have predicted that. I promise you that. What Trossard done, he was one of the main reasons why I still kept there. It was him.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
This is a whole different kettle of fish, but we're talking about Kai Havertz, bro.
No, but bro. Cool. Let me even give you this. Who's linked with him this summer? Real Madrid, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, bro. These
Man City.
Man City. These teams are not.
Two leagues.
Like, there's a reason why.
2 leagues that aren't better than us, and yeah, they're just not our league, bro. The leagues that give you space and time.
Didn't we briefly touch on the fact that Kai Havertz was linked to Madrid, and man, we would kind of just laugh.
No, I didn't see. I didn't laugh.
I said how.
Yeah, like,
but now
it wasn't like a laughing thing. But it was
let me
like
say something. Let me say something. I think, firstly, before I get into it, I think this could be some paper talk in it, because if you look at it, he's linked with, like you said, Real Madrid. First, you're linked with Real Madrid, then you're linked with us, and you're linked with Bayern, and you're linked with all these top clubs who could potentially get you. Yeah, cool. That doesn't usually happen. But what I will say on the flip side is, bro, Chelsea are pushed into a corner right now, and they need to sell before the end of this month. Now they can only do that to a Premier League club, as we're the only ones able to. We're the only window open right now.
Okay,
so realistically, no, bro, listen. Bro. Yeah, I'm just saying. At first, I thought it was paper talk when I heard the Real Madrid, the Bayern, and all of this. I'm thinking, bro, this is just bare man. Like Havertz stinks. Chelsea need bread. They're just putting him out there, saying he's available. But bro, thinking about it, Chelsea actually need to sell. So this is something that could actually happen, bro. This is something that's very realistic, bro, and can definitely happen. And I think it can happen for a price that we're all gonna be shocked at. Around the 40 mil with, I think 40 mil with add-ons is what you're gonna see, or 45 mil with add-ons. I don't think we're gonna go more than that. 75 M's that's been quoted is just awful. They even said themselves they know it's too high.
What I would say as well, this is one thing that would just get me hot, fuming hot, yeah, is if we actually buy Havertz for that much money, so that 50, 60 mil, and then we don't get Caicedo, and then Chelsea get Caicedo. That would really, that would piss me off, because that's basically me funding them to get Caicedo.
Yeah.
You should have been getting them. That one now, I'll put my hands up now and say that one will just get me. Don't even bother texting me, because I'll be fuming. That's the only way.
I agree.
But if we can get Havertz and Caicedo, I'm laughing. Bring me Champions League. Bring me.
Do you know what's tapped? I actually feared you, man, for a sec. I thought you, man, were gonna start to improve your level.
No, bro, still thin. Don't let this Havertz fool you, bro. We're still working. Don't forget that we're still getting things in play. The Havertz was just a bonus.
Is Kai Havertz improved? Let's just say I'm hearing what you men are saying. Yeah, like not you, sorry, Kiz. I'm hearing what you're saying. Like it's an okay signing. Let's say it was an okay signing. Does he improve like your 11 and your depth? By the way,
not my 11.
Yeah. Not my depth, not my starting.
In that LCM,
he's not starting.
He's even better than Xhaka.
He don't start for me. But
exactly.
No, so Xhaka's definitely better. Xhaka's definitely better than him. This is why I don't think Havertz is the. This is why I don't think Havertz is going to. This is the main guy. This is why I still think, although everyone's saying Caicedo's off, bro, I still think we're there for Caicedo. But I think we're gonna have a big window, bro. Like, we're gonna have a big window, G, and I still think Caicedo's part of that plan.
Bro, you have to like this. Like the copium's gonna have to be up on a mad thing, in my opinion. But before we carry on, there is 80 people in the house right now. make sure we smash the like button. What we saying for the like total today? We're saying for the like total today. How many goals did Kai Havertz get this season? How many goals did Kai Havertz get?
No,
No. 7.
In all comps. How many goals did he get?
7 or 8.
I'd say I'd say double digits. Digits. I think 10, like 10, 11.
Someone tell me how many. How many likes are we aiming for today?
Don't forget, Havertz will be playing the games like the FA Cup against Morecambe and shit, and Carabao Cups and them. Like that's where Havertz will play.
10.
That's hat tricks and that.
You know what's crazy? It never works out how you think it might. You know.
No, that's what you want it to be.
We'll go for 100 likes today. Then that's fine. That's fine. We'll go for 100 likes today, people. So make sure everyone that we smash the like button. 100 likes for the 10 goals that Kai Havertz got in all competitions. So that's what we'll do. You know what I'm saying? Kai Havertz, big him up. You know what I'm saying? Big up the chat as well. Let's see what the chat have to say as well. Obviously, we haven't actually been bringing up the chat too much. We just got straight into it. Big up Sophia to Sophia's Football Talk. Make sure you go subscribe to what she's doing. Ed says Lil Uzi heads hurt leading Lil Uzi Havertz leading the line. Mustafa says Havertz
he wouldn't be.
Talent ID stinks. Kiers. Kiers is coming with some elite level.
Eric Ten Hag is banging. Way worse than that. Hard. Anthony, hard.
That's Kiers' thing, bro. Like Kiers' level of spin and stuff. I've seen nothing like it, bro. I've seen nothing like it. Like
the press resistance is mad.
Press resistance.
The narrative again. The narrative is strong, man.
If Arteta dares try to serve me a Rice, Havertz, and Odegaard midfield, I need Rice-Sado and Odegaard.
Yeah, facts.
Jay. Havertz 19 goals and 7 assists in 3 seasons. Yeah, man. Find a way to make that good though.
And the shit Chelsea team.
He's been shit every year. Stop doing gymnastics. Run us our P's. 75 mil. Big up Footy Chat says, I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't want Havertz. Just get man Maddison and keep it moving. Hear it.
To be honest, yeah, who hasn't been stinky in the Chelsea top? Because man's been their top goal scorer. Wait. No, because I've been hearing that Havertz is stinky, but then I'm just thinking to myself, if we signed any Chelsea player in any position, we'd be saying they're stinky anyway. So this whole Havertz,
not if you sign Sterling.
That's because you're on the Sterling bandwagon. But in reality, bro, people be cooking.
But I'm telling you, would be saying, man, would be saying Sterling stinky and show me his Chelsea stats and that.
Yeah, how about
maybe because it's only been a season. But I'm telling that's a bit
silly.
Unrealistic though. That's one season at Chelsea, so people can look past that. But I'm saying to people that have been there 2 years plus, anyone that's been there for 2 years, yeah. So not basically anyone that didn't sign this transfer window, you'd be saying they're stinky.
How about this? Yeah. How about this? Anybody in Chelsea, like I said, there's no one in the shirt that I will sign and man will be like, yeah, hard. Who would it be?
Yeah, because you don't need to be looking at Chelsea signings. You don't need to be looking.
No, I'm just saying. But there's talent there. There's talent there, bro.
Bro, he's a professional footballer. Of course, there's talent there. He cost 75 M's to begin with. He's won a Champions League. There is talent there, but let's not. Again, it's the same spin that this guy has been slandered by everyone here, and because he's linked to you, man, now. Maybe not so much Casey as much. Man, am I trying to do this spin as to say that, yeah, he can do a thing. He can do a thing. Like, brother, like, this guy has been abysmal. I personally think outside the Premier League, he'll thrive. I think he'll thrive outside the Premier League. I just don't think he's a Premier League footballer. But at the same time, to go and think that even if he got linked with Liverpool, I'll be like, yo, I don't know about that one, man. Like Casey, you'd have to look for the positives because you know the negatives outweigh the positives. But Casey is acting 100%. Like Casey, but the positive, the spin that Casey is putting on after the stuff I've heard him say about this guy watching him 90 minutes in and out is a killer. It's a killer. It's not acceptable.
He's playing with Chelsea.
I've heard a man call him shit. You know when he says shit, I don't hear kids say a lot of shit.
Man said, I quote Kiers, terrible football.
You know what? Fuck you. Kiers has a known agenda against Havertz. It's not even agenda really because it's really.
Bro, can I say something on this topic? Yeah, bro. People need to understand again. Just because I call somebody a shit footballer does not mean I think they cannot go elsewhere and be good. That's the whole like beauty of football. That can happen, and it's happened before. It's happened to many players. You're shit somewhere, you go to another club with a different system, and you cook. That can happen.
He'll cook under you lot. I'll be real. He'll cook under you lot. Like he can warm up the bench.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This
No, Kate.
I don't think he's going to be used as a utility player.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be used backup for Saka, backup for if we sign him, by the way, like backup for Saka, backup for the Xhaka position.
It's got that Champions League experience, you know.
No. Obviously, I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I see what you're doing, but unfortunately,
I'm gonna be real.
He's done this with Jorginho as well, and look what Jorginho done for us. He cooked.
What I would say to the rival fans, so Ethan, Montel, and Fatush, I would be saying, yeah, man, them need to like beware that if Arteta wants him, that alone should like you man should think, right? There must be something, because to be fair, Arteta's track record, although it hasn't been perfect, he's been getting it right more than he's been getting it wrong, and also he's improved players who man them thought were dead and gone. Like there's certain man in this squad that I thought were just done out. Like, and he's turned Xhaka into a player that starts in most man's team. He's, got Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, all these players up another level. So even defenders up another level. So what I would say is, although it's banter, Chelsea, Havertz stinks, all of that stuff, there's got to be some sort of talent there, or something that these lot can see they can get out of the player. If all of the top clubs want him, and Arteta's in for a minute.
Casey, no one's saying he's a cone. It's the spin, bro. It's the spin. It is the spin. Why am I acting like there isn't a clear spin here? No one is saying Kai Havertz is a. How about this? Casey is probably the one who's shown the most energy towards Havertz more than any of us. How about that?
I don't really chat about him. I just say he's dead, and I left it at that.
See what I'm saying? Like it's a Havertz, hackle and cackle, and then we move on. No one's saying he won't cook anywhere else. We know that footballers can cook in. Look at Joe Linton. It can happen anywhere, bro. Any man can cook in the system.
That's a perfect example.
Right message, wrong messenger. You don't get to like, bro. How about this? I generally think that even if you lot signed Gallagher, you'd make it somehow seem like it's a positive.
No, that's a stretch.
No. Gallagher's a complete stretch. No, Montel, I can't co-sign that.
Oh, look at
He gives us the legs we don't have. Sometimes you don't want everyone with that.
This is what I'm saying. Bro, this how
there's certain man.
Months.
No, there's certain man that's
in another system he could cook,
months.
Word to you, he cooked at Palace, and also word to Casey, Arteta can get something out of a player that people probably haven't seen, and he can do that for cut price. So word to you, you know what? It's not all negative. He can do that for Gallagher, because that's the shit you man would start saying.
All right, months. Go back to my streams last year summer. You'll see in the stream where it was a specific stream on Richarlison to Tottenham. And don't forget, we was linked to Richarlison way before Tottenham. It was us and Chelsea. And I said in the stream, I do not want Richarlison. He is shit. Okay. So why would I say it for Richarlison, but when I say it for Havertz, it's some kind of spin-off? I say what's on my mind, bro. That my mind is saying to me that Havertz under Mikel would not be shit. That's all. That's what it's saying to me, bro. So and again, Mikel, I'll go through the list now. Ramsdale, hit. Ben White, hit. Gabriel, hit. Partey, hit. Odegaard, hit. I can keep going on and on. There's more. Zinni, hit. Gabriel Jesus, hit. There's so many hits from Mikel. And you
Stop ignoring context, bro. They've come good this year. You was shit for enough the 2 years before.
No, they weren't, bro. What are you talking about?
Not all of them.
Yes, they was. What? When was Gabriel shit? When was Ramsdale shit?
Ramsdale, I'll give you. Gabriel has only come good this season, up to his levels this season. Apart from that, he's been average. Martinelli, I'll give you. You signed Martinelli? Did I? I'll tell you.
I went out.
Fair enough. Who's the other one? Odegaard, obviously that was a hit. Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko are hits, but they were already prem proven. They were better. They came in better.
It doesn't matter, bro. That doesn't matter. He still signed them, and they were hits.
If I go sign Cancelo tomorrow, I'm not gonna say hit. Am I? He's fucking Cancelo, bro.
Yeah, but that's not how it works, bro. If you sign a player, bro, that's it. If you sign a player and they play well, that's a hit. It don't matter where they've done it. It's a hit. God. That's the whole point of a hit, bro. It's a hit transfer. Oh yeah, Tomiyasu hit when he's fit. Like
I agree with Montel. Just before you say something, you defo have to count it, even if it is a Cancelo or doesn't matter. Because if they came and done stinky, man, then will be saying he stinks. So in the same time, if you're going to say he stinks, then you have to give praise when things go well. You can't just disregard it.
Not if they're doing what they're supposed to do, bro. If they're doing what they're supposed to do, again, when you're coming in off a certain resume, bro, you're expected to do something at a certain level. People say Thiago isn't a hit, but the level that Thiago plays at when he plays is better than most midfielders, bro. But because he don't play enough, and because Liverpool haven't won what they won before he's come, he's judged on the level that he's judged on Thiago standards. He's not judged on normal.
Of course. Standards. But I'll judge all players on their own standards. I wouldn't say.
So I'm not sitting here saying Thiago's a hit, bro, because he had certain expectations because of where he's come from and what he's won. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't mean he's a hit. So we're ignoring.
So you just have to ignore everything. You can't say anything.
I'm not ignoring it, bro. But we're not saying it's a hit, bro. They've come in and done what they're supposed to do, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say it's a hit.
You know what? I hear. To be fair, I actually hear that. But regardless of that, bro, I just named you 9 players once that are all hits and 0 misses. So
there's definitely misses. Fabio Vieira is a miss.
That's not a miss, bro. It's been one season.
Havertz is a miss.
Who?
No, but obviously we're saying, if we're saying Jesus is a hit, that's one season as well.
Yeah,
so we have to.
With Vieira, he's young, bro.
I'm not saying Jesus is a hit. I'm not saying Jesus is a hit.
No, Kiers. No, I'm saying this to Kiers. Kiers said Jesus is a hit. So if you're saying Jesus is a hit and it's been one season, then you have to say Fabio Vieira's a miss.
Yeah, you could say as of now, but we all know the context behind Vieira. He was injured. He never had a pre-season. It's his first season under Mikel. Come from a different league. There's context behind it.
I agree. I agree that he needs time, and I agree that things can get better. But if we're talking about the here and now, we're talking about the here and now. Because say, for example, a shock thing happens and we sell him, we don't know, he could be unhappy, I don't know, anything could come out.
Yeah, true.
He's unhappy. We'll be saying it's a miss. We'll say it's a miss. So for now it's a miss, but he definitely has time. I have faith. Because he has some. Yeah, I've seen quality. I've seen glimpses in it, but he's a bit too frail.
Bro, when it's all said and done, again, my opinion on Nunes. It's not the general opinion. I'm not a fan of the way, I don't think he's that good. And for me, there's a lot more pressure on him than people say. But at the same time, I have to trust Jurgen Klopp to try and get the best out of him. I have to, because I'm a Liverpool fan. I have to see what plays for my team. Yes, of course. But that doesn't mean I hide my true opinions on man. Do you know what I'm saying? My actual opinion. At the end of all my slander, I will say he's my player and I will celebrate just as loud as any other player when he scores, if not even more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more of a shock to me. But at the same time, when I'm hearing man call a guy crap, as I quote, terrible footballer, I wouldn't want a terrible footballer at my club.
Yeah, let's put it like that.
People can unlock. You can
I wouldn't want to be
worried.
Bro, managers can unlock people, bro. And I have faith that Mikel will unlock Havertz.
No.
You know what's funny?
This is all because of Mikel.
You've got to be careful on what
you said. What position do you think Havertz starts? What position not starts?
Anywhere in attack, bro.
He can
anywhere in attack. I don't think he'll start over Odegaard.
1 second.
No, I don't think he would start.
If we talk about depth, like in FA Cup games, Champions League games, group stages, then he can play in a 10 LCM striker, right wing.
Do you know what's tap K?
I've seen Havertz.
Human's system is specific, innit? Does he not have? He doesn't have the basic fundamentals to play in.
If he didn't, then he wouldn't be linked to him. If he didn't, he wouldn't be.
So you're saying he does?
I think he does. I think he does. I just don't think with
He
Havertz,
doesn't have
it's
a
a weird
standout
one.
quality.
I think you man are doing the Justin
That's his
Mintel
problem, Montel. He could get lost in that. I don't have a place that I'm necessarily fighting for because there's so many places that I can play in. Do you get what I mean? Like when you're
Yeah,
when
and
you're
he
a
doesn't
player
have a
that
standout quality.
you're not an out and out anything, it's kind of hard to put you somewhere because it's like, right, you can just play anywhere. You just
James Milner, basically.
Basically, it could turn out to be that. Basically, but on the flip side,
it's football. It could
on the flip side,
Against low
he
block
could be
teams,
one of.
I don't trust Havertz to do it, man. I just don't.
I agree with as well. That I agree with.
All right, let's hit some of the comments and then Surfer and Fatou, I want to talk to you guys about the Havertz thing because obviously, I'm more lean on Casey's side where I'm not moved by it, but it's not to say it won't work. Any player can have a turnaround in their career under the right manager, but that's like also saying the sky is blue from the current I don't know case study that we have. It's not really that, especially for any price tag. That's any like again, you don't want to be spending the excess of 50 million on a player that's not going to start for your team. You know what I'm saying? Any addition is an addition to the squad, but I feel like we're stating the obvious to cover our woes. That's what I feel like Case is doing, in my opinion.
It's not, bro. It's not
100%. But let's just hit some of the comments first. By the way, people, 90 people in the house right now. We're on 51 likes. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you're new as well. Make sure to also subscribe to Carefree Lewis as well. Big him up as well. Also the raid. So big up Carefree Lewis every time. Kaya says Havertz is a number 9 you can't finish, a number 10 who's not creative enough and doesn't have enough passing range as a winger. He doesn't have enough passing range and a winger who can't dribble or beat his man.
There you go. That's the problem he could have because he hasn't worked on something. Like he's not specifically something. He's just not good at anything.
I think
like,
guys are
just
forgetting
okay.
He's 24
he's just medium
as well.
at everything.
24 years old.
He's not good at anything, Casey. I agree.
There's room for improvement though. 24.
At 24, you should be able to name me 3.
Yeah, no, you should. You should.
He excels at. Look at Phil Foden. You can name me probably 5 things he excels at on the ball.
Yeah, no, it's true, but we all know we're not signing a Phil Foden. That's my point.
No, but just generally, in any position, a 24-year-old by now should have the fundamentals that you name me 2 or 3 things. He should be. You should be able to roll off the tongue like that. He's known for this. He's known for that. He's known for that. That's what
there's 18-year-olds that have a standout quality where cool. That's where we need to build off what he's good at. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arsenal just stepped up for one season, didn't in brackets didn't win anything, and now they're talking like they've just won the treble. Big club fans need to keep their feet on the ground because disappointments are there. I
don't understand that comment though. So I don't think we've picked up.
I don't think we're talking I think he's referring to the hit stuff. I think that's why I said I wouldn't classify these guys as hits until they like I'd classify hits as like maybe a Ramsdale because of the expectation and what he's achieved. But
Ben White's an asterisk because he was bought as a asterisk, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So it's not as if he.
I don't think he was. He was bought as a centre back that can play right back.
Correct.
No, he was bought to.
No, he wasn't.
I think most of Arteta's signings.
He wasn't Arteta.
But most of Arteta's signings are players that can play one position, but can also do something else very competently or competently at the minimum.
Mikel even said it. He even said it in the interview. He said the main reason why he bought Ben White is because the overall feeling was that in the future he will be a right back.
Is this after he decided to play right back?
Yeah, this was after. To be fair,
so when it's working,
I believe him.
I'm not gonna. If you want to believe, I believe he was predominantly bought to play as centre back because that's what he was.
He can still play there.
Personally, as I said, with hits, I think hits is there's a grey line in there. Daniel says play consistently well, which only Odegaard does. By that logic, only Odegaard to hit. But at the same time, it also depends. Like I think Ramsdale's a hit. He hasn't achieved anything, but I think Ramsdale's a hit.
I think Gabriel's a hit.
I don't think Gabriel. He's had more bad seasons. He hasn't. He's had more. He hasn't had. He's only had one good season out of the 3 seasons he's been here. So
I think the second half he was far better than the first half. He was bozo in the first half.
No, but I mean like even last.
Just because a player has a good year, that doesn't make them a hit for a club.
You're saying Gabriel hasn't had a good. Bro, he's had 2 good seasons, but it's not just one.
No, he hasn't. You didn't have no one. Bro, a good again. Maybe by the standards, but last season was not a good season for you, man. By anyone's standards, apart from Bukayo Saka, no, you can't say anyone had a good season. Again, maybe that is by human standards. But a good season is not obviously not this season gone. The season before that, when you man came 5th, was not a good season.
Did Matip have a good season last season?
What for the quad chasing season?
Yeah.
Or this season gone?
The quad one.
He had a very good season. Very, very good season.
But Gabriel played just as good as Matip though that season. So why are you calling that a shit season? But Matip's is good, very good.
Matip was arguably the best defender for a team that almost won every trophy available. Gabriel
almost is a bro.
So how can you say that on the same level?
Almost done it. You didn't do the quadruple. You almost done it. That don't mean nothing.
No, but even then, we done the domestic double.
Is that well done, bro? That's great.
No. We achieved 2 major trophies, bro. So
yeah, and respect for that.
So you failed to finish in the top 4 and achieved nothing. They were not on the same playing field.
Bro, again, you're doing the thing where you
and Gabriel were not on the same playing field.
Bro, months. You keep doing that thing where you keep colliding accolades and the performance together.
But Matip was a pillar. I can put the accolades there because Matip was a mainstay in everything Liverpool done that season. He wasn't a bystander, bro. That's why I can do that. Gabriel was a pillar in doing nothing and failure.
Bro, you say this all the time.
I don't agree with that, Montel. I don't agree with that. You said he's a pillar in failure. I don't agree with that.
Being the pillar, and now Matip was the pillar. Anybody who I mentioned to you, they're always the pillar. What coincidence that is?
No, I don't agree that if a team has a bad season, that the player can't have a good one. I just think that's a bit harsh to say that because the team ended up 5th or whatever, that a player didn't have a good season.
Gabriel has been a very good signing.
It's the harsh truth, isn't it? You man will see it through your Arsenal goggles. As I said, maybe the standards are different then. Gabriel,
I need to say that on
Montel, would you say Montel? Would you say Perisic had a good season?
For his expectations, I'd say
no, just yes or no.
He played like 10 games. So from the case study, he played well in about 80% of his games.
So he had a good season.
I'd say he had a decent season. He didn't stand up in the games I wanted him to stand up in, but he's a kid in it, so I'm not gonna hold it against him. Okay. So what sort of example? I don't get. What does that even mean?
I'm just saying, like, you had a dead season, player had a good season. Like it happens. Like it is possible. Bro,
Gabriel didn't have a good season for me when you lot 2 seasons ago. He was like, he wasn't bad. I hope it seems like I'm not saying he was bad. He was just okay. He was okay.
No, but the way you're saying he was a pillar in failure and all of these things, like that to me that labels someone as stinky. Like that's
fair enough. I'll say it differently. He didn't have a good season. He didn't have a bad season. He was kind of just in it. He was just there. A plethora of mistakes led to goals that you lot needed to achieve what you needed to achieve. And he was also one of the reasons for that. But he didn't have a bad season. There are players much worse than him. He was not to blame. But then to also put him in the same bracket as not even comparing this season's Gabriel to Matip. You're comparing the season before's Gabriel to a Matip, to the best version of Joel Matip that we've seen. That is. Bro,
you said that 3 seasons ago.
That is ludicrous.
You keep switching it every single time.
I'm not switching it. It's ludicrous,
bro.
It's insane. That's insane. That's insane, bro. That's insane. But anyway, Surfer and Fatou, what was your opinion on Kai Havertz to Arsenal? And whether like this PR spin that he suddenly can do a thing.
Spin it all you want, bro. This has been a great day, even if the deals don't come off. Mount going to United, Kai Havertz to Arsenal, and Gallagher to Spurs. That was today as well. Spurs are interested in Gallagher as well.
Gallagher to Spurs.
Yeah.
See how
interesting.
Look at
Gallagher.
Ethan's face. Look at Ethan's
Yeah,
face.
Ethan, do you know what? I'm glad we got your live reaction just then because I want to see
I knew about
exactly how you
Oh,
feel.
you knew?
Yeah, I want to see exactly how you feel
let us know,
because we've been talking about Gallagher. You never said a
But
word.
you know what the funny
Never
thing
said a
is,
single word.
You know what the funny
Gallagher-
thing is that
Casey,
Big Ange
Gallagher's
apparently
23
is a
years
big
old.
fan of him, though. He's a big fan of
Oh,
Gallagher.
So Gallagher's 23.
Yeah, he's positives.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
yeah.
positives. So when I was
but
saying
we can
Havertz
play
was
that
24, man, them weren't hearing it.
But the thing about
No, Casey, I'm taking
Kai
the
Havertz,
piss. I don't
the
read
thing
it.
about Kai Havertz is I don't ever believe we thought he would go because I don't think we thought there'd be a market for him because he's been that bad. Now that there is, I'm sure it won't be that much. I'm sure the deal will be like this not new thing, but this heightened thing of money plus add-ons, stuff like that. I see him going for like 55 in the end, 55 plus add-ons, whatever it is. Same with Mount, 55.
I think that's a bump.
Which is very good money.
I'll
That's
be
good
real.
money.
Which is
Yeah.
good money. It's good money because you got to remember contracts depreciate over time. So he's only got 2 years left, and also he's stagnated, so he's not improved. Yeah, stuff like that. In my eyes, he's not improved. So we pay 72. So you're getting like anywhere that's above 60 for him. That's not a huge loss overall. It's actually probably a profit given the depreciation of the contract and that. So if he goes, me and Fata, we've been the same way. It's like, if you're not doing it for our club, we don't care where you go and if you ball out there. That's nothing to do. You know what I mean? If you balled out there, that's nothing to do with us. You didn't do it here. So take the money and run, especially if it's also affects your pursuit for Caicedo as well.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my thing as well. How much is his impact on the Caicedo pursuit in terms of Arsenal's pursuit of him?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
The
mean?
thing is, we try with Kai Havertz with an 8, 9, 10. I think with our system, it's not going to work with the quality of the players that we've got at the moment. And I think in the right system like Arteta, probably some stability as well. I think he can recapture the promises that has been shown at Leverkusen and other clubs.
Hey, RM, bring up that comment.
Fata, you can't fool me, Fata. I'm familiar with your game. You can't fool me.
You know what? No, hold on. Just think of it, yeah. I just like it might sound crazy, but I've seen back in the day, back in like old school days, where Ruud van Nistelrooy scored the exact same goal like Kai Havertz when in the Champions League final, like when he creates that more space against the player marker against him. So I think
many footballers in the world can do that.
The thing is, like, he's been here for about 3 seasons now, Surfer. His
right,
body is still developing.
The issue is, though, Fata, Mons and Ethan know my thoughts on Havertz and Mount from many pro club streams, so I'm not even going to try and trick them into selling Kai Havertz because they know I'll be talking a load of BS. So,
so it's the upsell thing. It's the upsell thing.
Yeah, it's just
like what the Arsenal man are doing, it's the upsell thing. Let's be honest.
I'm not. No, but if I say it,
bro, how about that? Is I generally think you should be a car salesman. I think you'd make make millions,
bro.
You would
like I said, all this convincing stuff for me to buy. No, it's gonna come true.
I like you. Kid should be a car salesman. He'll make millions.
Yeah, maybe I should. You
make a killing.
Why not?
You make a killing, bro.
Just accept it, bro. Just listen. Whether it works out for you or not, but they were talking about him trying to be like maybe in the Xhaka role because Xhaka got closer to
on a Joe Linton
higher up, higher up on the pitch. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I don't know if he's got the
physicality. I don't know if
he's got the physicality for one. I don't know if he's got the
brain.
Because remember, everyone goes, he plays bad for Chelsea. He also plays bad for Germany. I know he scored the other night, but he doesn't excel really at Germany either. I mean, look at him in the World Cup. He was a bum in the World Cup. You know what I mean? So, listen,
you're right about that.
We don't care. Just take him. It's all good. We'll gift wrapped him. He doesn't have to travel that far.
The thing is,
he could stay in his own house, in the same house.
Amazon Dropbox or whatever it is. You know what I mean? You can pick
I think with Arsenal is that you see massive differences in performances. Like when literally last season, I think Eddie Nketiah. But look at his body. Like it's just the same hope for Arsenal if he signs Kai Havertz. But I think as soon as Kai Havertz develop his body in a prime role, I don't know, man. It's just like you lot gonna have to work out something for him.
Don't worry.
No, I hear it. Do you know what? Though? I'm gonna end it at this because we're gonna move on to Mount. We're gonna end it at this. If Ethan was suddenly linked with Kai Havertz as a Kane replacement or something, or even just someone to come in as a squad, if Kai Havertz was suddenly linked with my team because Firmino's gone, if Kai Havertz was linked with Manchester United, I think Kears' PR spin would be a little bit different. It would be that terrible footballer is going to your club for the
comment.
That's because if he was going to you, paying in the shit system, you're copying me. That's what it is.
This is the mentality of most 80% of Arsenal fans. Bar KC, I seen Gunnar Lee.
Yeah, but it's literally that, bro. Again, I repeat, what has he done for me not to back him on that?
No, Ethan, that's definitely I'm definitely in the camp where,
of course,
but underlying everything, I said it at the beginning, bro. I said if Arteta wants him, you man should fear that alone.
He's done enough for you man to fear that. He's done enough for you man to see that.
All right, cool. Do you know what's tapped? Everyone watches football, yeah? Is Havertz better than Caicedo?
No,
that's two different.
And they're different positions.
Cool. All right, cool. Now, if you man, for whatever reason, you man do not get Caicedo, you would have spent 50, 60 million on what? Caicedo's there for the taking, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's when I said that. I did say that. If we don't get Caicedo and we get Havertz instead, that will frustrate me.
But I think you're not going to get Declan Rice. You're not 99
Rice. But why are you man prioritizing Havertz over Caicedo?
We're not though.
I know. I think there's an opportunity there, bro. I think Ethan, you need to look at it, bro. They have we're on the 14th, yeah. So they have 16 or 17 days to sell to a Premier League club. That's why I feel like things are ramping up so quickly, and it seems like everything's going so fast. It's because usually for a deal like Havertz in a normal transfer market, bro, it would if the Chelsea didn't have to sell, bro, this could go on for months. Havertz could go on for months. Yeah, but now that Chelsea have to sell, everything's just progressing quick because they have to balance their books come the end of this month. If they want to spend big,
they need to get rid.
If they want to spend big, that's what I'm saying. They have to sell to a Premier League club. So this whole weird like talking and proposals are made. It's gonna happen that fast because there's only 16 days to get this done.
Yeah,
or 17 days. You know.
Well, it could be smart business, innit? I didn't even know that. That's
I hear it. Fair enough. Let's move on. By the way, a cameo of welcome to the stream, bro.
Go on, bro.
Do you want to say your piece? Do you want to say your piece just briefly on Kai Havertz to Arsenal before we are about to?
Let me hear Rom.
So then Rom's just at the real. Go on.
Yeah, Rom's is level-headed still.
Winter Surfer and Arthur, they're not fast, not like my opinion, but I've always rated Havertz. Always, even in you lot's bad stint, I've always rated Havertz. However, kids, I must say, you can't call a man shit and all of a sudden, you know what? He might do all right, but you can't do that, bro. Shit, bro. If you was to say Chelsea, you know what? He's okay or decent. That's fine, but you used a strong word, and all of a sudden he's calm. But the thing that's literally it. But the things with the Havertz thing, I think Arsenal needs to be careful because you're turning your cheek at this, but. Last season, the problem is we got a thin squad. Now, if you sign and I just agree with what I think Eve said. If you don't sign Caicedo with your specialist on Havertz, that's just a mad move. However, what I will say is, I think if you can sign Caicedo and get Havertz, you lot are crying out for. You lot are saying you had a thin squad last season. That is quality in depth. And there's some Arsenal fans are going to say, "What about the development of Smith Rowe? What about Vieira?" That's what you lot wanted. You lot wanted quality and abundance on the bench. So there's pros and cons to this still. There's a lot of pros and cons. Me personally, I think you should only move for Havertz once you get Caicedo. Their priority. You can't be moving for him.
It's the fact that those girls the Kai Havertz still is looking like it's
It's gonna happen first.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna happen first.
Isn't that the problem? Isn't that the problem though? Roms has said it. Kai Havertz still only looks good if you get Caicedo.
Yeah.
That's it, right? It's not good on its own. It's only good with other deals. It's like Man United.
I agree. I agree to that. I agree.
If Mount is the only Man United midfield signing and don't get anyone else, it doesn't look good. If they sign others as well as Mount, it's tolerable to them. Do you know what I mean?
Just to quickly throw that in there. These men getting 3 midfielders, that's 200 million already. Is that
bro,
really?
forget the money. Forget the money.
We've got bread. We've got bread.
Bro, this ain't career mode. We don't splash 300.
Bro,
We've got bread.
Bro, it's going to be a big summer, bro. So we're going to.
Ethan, when's the last time you saw me challenge for a title like this, be second, and have like bread like this? And an opportunity like this to get these types of players. It's been a very long time.
You don't want to make the mistake. You don't want to make the mistake we made, where you're in a position to go again and you don't reinvest. That's the mistake.
That's
you
it.
don't want to make.
That's it, bro. And I don't think they're gonna.
Declan Rice is a marquee signing. Yeah, that's 100 million alone. So you're then gonna spend waste time on Caicedo. Yeah, I want to say waste, but because that deal's not gonna get done anytime soon. Yeah, another 50 million. Then you're gonna get Havertz for another 40, 50 M's. That's a midfield. What about the other positions you need to address? So that's 200
M's. What other positions?
Bro, you need another defender. You remember talking about a right-sided defender?
Yes, and that's Castagno. That's 20 mil. That's baby food. I got that Champions League.
Manchester just in Fab 1 minute ago. Manchester United are currently looking at other options for new strikers as Harry Kane.
When I get hold of Corey
at all.
Yeah. Where's Corey?
That's
not even
Man United told Tottenham never wanted to sell Kane to them and have no plans to enter into this 2-month saga.
Of course they do.
Hoyland is one of the names on the list.
Me, Corey.
Yeah, for Corey.
Bring me him.
Eve, just to put it down on this though, don't get too excited because if Kane starts to hear this and be like, 1 minute, I still want to leave, and that request comes in, it's not, don't get too ahead of yourself. We know player power is big.
Roms, you know what's interesting, yeah? There's something special where Mont's read out, yeah? Man U do not want to get dragged into a 2-month saga because they know they have to get past Daniel Levy, bro. It's not going to be as simple. They slap.
He's at the last level of that.
Yeah. It's not that.
He's the guy at the ends.
He's Bowser fam on Mario Party.
So 1 second.
You don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. But just to finish off, I don't think what's the just with the Kai Havertz thing. All my issue is just K's 360 spin. That's it. That's the 180 spin. Sorry, the 180 spin. That's the only thing it is to me.
There's a spin. How about this?
How about this? I've tried to stick up for Kai Havertz. I lost my hope in Kai Havertz, I think halfway through the season, where I even had him in my fantasy at one point, trying to make something happen. And he just kept going.
He kept blanking. And that was annoying ones. You would even get the odd yellow. You would even get the odd yellow.
You would get a yellow. Like, blanking and blanking. Stanking and blanking. And it's just so hot, I gave up. Because I wanted Havertz before he signed for Chelsea. I'm not gonna act like I wasn't like that.
Same.
Everyone did. He was hot. He was hot property, bro.
And yeah, bro. Like I don't even think Havertz is a terrible footballer. I just think you can't call him dead food. I was even on the Saeed stream with Premzi and Saba, and I was on Saba's side saying, "Listen, I know. But obviously we're in the stream, the fight in the stream and whatnot. But they made up on that stuff. But it's like I was there on Saba's side saying, "Listen, Havertz is not dead food. He's just not a Premier League footballer. Maybe, and a lot of men at Chelsea have flopped. I wouldn't say he should go to another Premier League side. I'd probably say go into a team in the Bundesliga and La Liga will probably suit him well. Probably would.
Yeah, because he's suited more to the highline teams.
Yeah, but as I said, if word to kids, you say man's a terrible footballer. Yeah.
Bro, like I said once, never underestimate the power of a different environment and different system.
I'm not saying that he can't, but I'm just saying you said he's a terrible footballer. You said he's a terrible footballer.
You know the problem? You know the problem with what you said, bro? If that was Eve, Mons, or Corey of United, right? And they said a player was what you said, then then all of a sudden they're linked to the club. They're trying to sing praises. You do the same thing, bro.
Yeah,
You
but
probably
Roms, what you need to understand with that is that Corey's Chelsea team is not that environment for me to be thinking, wow, they need to go there. It's not that. Ours, Mikel's
Basically,
Arsenal, that's an environment that everybody wants to go to. Every player.
I was just about to say that. What you're not seeing, Roms, yeah, is that
makes you sick.
No,
Wait. That second comment. What is Havertz?
Wait, no, the last one, the 2021 kills me. The 2021 kills me. Only God knows.
It's very easy to
only God knows what people see in Havertz. Oh, you're a criminal.
Here's my bro. Do you see what's wrong with that, bro? You can't say that.
This is why Monts is good at what he does, because we all know
it's in 4K.
Bro, Monts. All of this is fine, but again, it's under a different system. That is for Chelsea. Again, Chelsea and Arsenal, they're two separate things. It's two separate. So if he's bad in one system, he could be good in another system. That's all I'm saying.
Kiz, you said
not around here, partner. Not around here.
Kiz, you said, what do people see in Havertz?
Yeah.
So what do you see in Havertz?
No. Ethan, I quote. No, not people. Only God knows.
Bro, again.
Now, come. Let's talk about Mount.
To talk about Mount, but just quickly again. Not once have you heard me sit here and say that Havertz is a great footballer. Not once. Even when he's linked to Arsenal, I still never
quite
said
the opposite. You said quite the opposite.
Exactly, and I still believe if he stayed at Chelsea, I will still say the same thing. And again, up until he plays good for Arsenal, I'll still be saying it because nothing's changed.
I have no comeback.
Like I said, Monts, you're very good at what you do, bro. I'll give you that.
How much, bro? As I said, if you were a car salesman, you'd be a millionaire.
That is you, bro.
You'd be a millionaire.
Like I said, I'm just begging me get Havertz just for this stream. I'm just hoping we get Havertz.
Anyway, big up to Chelsea boys. I know this is how you're feeling.
I'm good, man.
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
It definitely is.
Who's that, Harlow?
Yeah, it's Harlow and Drewski.
Yeah, like I said, man.
That shit is good, man. That's the Chelsea man at the moment. But listen, Mason Mount, 40 million bid rejected so far, but it looks like Man U are pushing for Mason Mount. And obviously, we'll mix it in with the Kane news as well. Looks like they won't be getting Kane. Obviously, they're probably going to look for another striker alongside Højlund, who looks to be one of the main targets on their list. And they don't want to be dragged into a 2-month saga, as quoted by Fabrizio Romano. Eve, obviously, you had a lot to say about that one, but we'll start with Casey. What's your thoughts on Mason Mount? And obviously, saga as well. What's thoughts on that?
All right, cool. With the Mason Mount thing, very similar to Arsenal and Havertz. I just feel like Man United are there for an opportunity. I do feel like Ten Hag does want the player a bit more than Arteta wants Havertz, but very Mount, like we've seen, Mount can be a good player, bro. He can be a good player. He had a stinky season, and you know what I mean. Things could change for him with the whole Kane thing. Sorry, Ethan, I don't want to upset you or anything, but this tweet right here isn't new news. I'll be real, because Man United, we already knew that Man United did not want to repeat what they've done prior to this. Ten Hag said this early. He does not want this whole. He doesn't want to go in a bidding war with anyone for any player. He either wants the player and they come, we give the payers, or you don't come. We're not doing this whole you pay, you do 10, I do 15, you do. You know what I mean? But he didn't want to do that. So I just think, bro, this is now put the ball's in now in Kane's court. How does Kane react to this news? Does he do the whole I'm silent and I'm just gonna stay at Tottenham and just see how it goes? Or is he gonna push for the move? I think you should be slightly worried about this. Slightly worried, just a little bit. I don't think you should be happy, just slightly worried.
You're right. I think it confirms what I was thinking. He's gone next summer, innit? But the only reason I was because your brother, that brother of yours, he's been wow.
Yeah, that's it. It's still a grab for Corey though, case. It's definitely
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. It's definitely a grab.
Deep down, I knew like he's gone, man. Next season, he's gone. So it's
Yeah,
about.
he'll run down his contract.
Yeah, but then he said. That being said, this is a bit mad. But if Man U and Bayern go and flipping sign strikers a season next year, most teams are set in terms of strikers. He's running out of options, isn't it? Like I can't really.
I think he'll always have options.
Not in the Prem though, Casey, at least.
If it ain't United,
maybe a Newcastle. Newcastle will get rid of Wilson for him.
Bro, Madrid is the only team that Kane will go to. It's only Madrid.
And this is a bit shameless. It's a bit shameless, but I'm hoping that someone's like, you know, when you got no options and you just settle for something like, I want to put a certain scenario in it. But, you know, you never know. You never know, bro. So we'll see.
I'm not going to lie. Mount, obviously, for me, the fact that Mount is the first target for Man U is what's worrying for me. Like, Mount coming in as a squad player for any of the top 6 teams, I think isn't like a catastrophe for anyone, really. As I said, we've seen him play really good. Obviously, we've seen him play really bad. And any player that's had a bad season is going to be looked at with more negatives than positives. Despite what they've done in the past, innit? Despite what they've done in the past. So that's just how fickle football can be these days. However,
it's unfortunate for a minute. Like, I just think the online toxicity towards Mason Mount is kind of like, it's not going to be ending, in it. So he needs a new fresh start. I think with United, I think United will give him more money than Chelsea would. And I think that's the only reason why he'll go there. I think United should bid more, at least about 52, maybe 60 mil at least. I think 40 mil is a bit low.
I think Mount's worth more than Havertz, so I like that Arsenal are waiting.
It's an opening.
There's no way we're paying more for Havertz than they're paying for Mount.
I think they're just testing the waters. They're just testing the waters.
Yeah, it's an opening bid. Both deals will get done 55 plus, I think. Something like that. Maybe Mount's a bit. Maybe Mount's 60 or something.
I think 55 is a stretch.
Mount's got a year left, isn't it?
It's not though. I'll be real. It's not. 55 for Mount. That's a good deal. Can't lie.
No. 55 for Havertz.
For Havertz. Sorry,
50 to 55 plus add-ons, whatever it is, something like that. They'll get done. Remember the add-ons thing that I had now. But Mount is English tax. Add on to that, no matter what you think, more than Havertz. So probably go a bit more. Then there's, overinflated by your own fan base tax, face of the club tax, even though he's not. That would be added into it. But listen, I found it hilarious when they attributed a quote of why Eric Ten Hag wants Mount, and the first 2 words, and the only 2 words were energy and work rate. And that
McTominay. What are you saying? You getting McTominay vibes?
That sums up Mason Mount to a T, right? He is like Havertz. I ask again, and I want to say this out clear. Name me 24 now, on the ball traits he excels at.
Dribbling.
On the ball trait. And by the way, half turn doesn't count.
But he's good at dribbling.
Wait,
I think he strikes a good dead ball. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like Ethan was gonna say the half turn team.
Nah, he strikes a good dead ball more than people think he does, innit?
Yeah, that as well.
I've got to say, I've watched him take corners for 4 years. I don't think he strikes dead ball well at all. Free kick now and again, but he doesn't really score that much.
No one really scores free kicks that much, though, bro. Come on.
I don't know, but okay, that's fair. But I don't think he does do a strike a dead ball that well.
I think because people's expectations for Mount were inflated is why the disappointment is so vast at the moment.
No, I agree. I agree.
After that amazing season he had,
every club wants the connection to the youth team that comes through, right? It's one of your own, yeah. If they do something well, you overinflate what they do, right?
Oliver Skip.
Well, yeah, Oliver Skip, for example, right?
Marcus Rashford.
But the thing is, it's like
Alexander-Arnold.
The thing is that you got to temper those things. I think this season you've seen a leveling off. Last season it was his numbers, but if you look at his performances, he was crap. Yeah, the season before his performances were great, and now this season it's leveled off. He has had, if you look at his Big Six record, he's got 4 GNA and that's 2 goals, 2 assists in nearly 50 plus games. Yeah,
Wait,
he doesn't
what?
impact. Yeah, look at his top 6 against the top rest of the top 3. His record's like 4 GNA in about nearly 50 games. Okay, I think as a squad player, fine, no problem. But if you Man United fans, and it will happen, these signs, you are going to be Casemiro is going to age worse than Fabinho at Liverpool. You play a midfield of him, Bruno, and Mount. Casemiro is going to retire by the end of next season if that's a consistent thing.
By the way, Kay, sorry, Kay, I know this is so against the grain. This is so against the grain.
Please,
just know I'm not just outing you. I'm not just outing you. I'm not doing the hypocrite thing. I'm just saying, like, just so you know.
It needs to focus a bit more, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna focus. It's gonna focus in a second. It should focus.
Wait, Montel is. Why is Montel getting these receipts?
Bro, what does that, bro? You saying he's good? What does that mean, bro?
No. I'm just saying. I don't know if you can read it. I don't know if you can.
You're frozen on my thing.
It's a mixed bag. Unlike that's a big game. If I'm saying, Kay, if you said that, there you go. I think it's focused. Kay, if you said that, bro. If you were saying stuff like that, Kai Havertz, bit good and bad, I would have said, you know what?
What you need to understand is, bro, is that us and Chelsea are rivals. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, there's still time for Havertz to improve. You and Chelsea aren't rivals, bro. So you could afford to say that. That's the difference.
That's another point. Why do you man love taking Chelsea scraps, but like I don't get it.
I forget that we're not talking about Havertz and Arsenal no more. Nice try.
Wait.
The short response to that is one man's trash, another man's treasure. That's it. And it has been.
Anyway, car salesman vibe. Car salesman vibe.
We took Ashley Cole and made the better players. So,
they get the better end of this.
They got the better crop.
But that's all changing. Word to Eric Ten Hag. Era's come to an end.
And how wrong was he?
But yeah, no. Just going on with Mount. As I said, I just think because the expectations skyrocketed after that Mount season. Yeah, that for me is why the disappointment hit 10 times harder in it. But I've got, as I said, nothing wrong with them getting Mount. I don't think Mount is the. Obviously, if he is getting quoted at 50 M's plus, I do hear it. Still, for me, overpriced. But in this market, it's not actually overpriced if you look at how much people are going for in general. However, just on a serious note, if he's like the first Man U signing, it's a bit worrying for me. Like, if the first guy you're going for is Mason Mount, that's the guy.
Wait, what? You're saying this from a non-biased point of view, innit? Because that's lovely for us. Do you know what I mean?
No, because bro, when Mason Mount was linked to Liverpool, I wasn't like the biggest fan of it. I wasn't completely against it, but I wasn't the biggest fan. But I don't want that to be the underlying.
Wait, Robs, can you give us an inside scoop of what Montel was like with the whole Mason Mount news, please, if possible?
No, he was quite. I'll be real. He was quite coy on it. Like it was kind of like, I was for it. I was driving that boat, bro, because I know for my midfield, I don't expect my club to go and sign a well-beat and whatnot. You know how FSG are, but for my midfield, I know Mount would work in a Klopp system. As I know there's the cliche thing, anyone who runs would work in a Klopp system, but I think him in them half spaces that Hendo's in, for me, he will cook. But Mont was kind of, from what I remember Mont saying, he was kind of like, he didn't want it his first choice as many of us, but he was quite coy on it. I can't lie.
Right, there you go. Nice try, Casey, though.
I just wanted to know the scoop, G.
Oh no, you see me, but the 180 spin thing. You thought you were gonna get that from me, no, bro. my tweets are saying Kai Havertz, what a player. How about that? I even feel silly for saying that. Kai Havertz, what a player. And that was this season.
Yeah, your body. That's
you know what it is though. You remember his goal, His goal against Newcastle,
where he
only a handful of players scored that.
There's a player there, man. Just
only a handful of players scored that goal. Wait, once. I just clocked though. Correct me if I'm wrong. After winning server, that was the back end of the last season. That wasn't even.
Yep, that was the back end of last season.
I mean, that wasn't even the last season once. That was. Wait,
No,
that
I'm
was the
talking
season.
about the chip, bro. The chip that he scored.
Yeah.
Not
That's what I'm saying.
the one where he puts the ball. Yeah. The chip is literally recently, bro.
What the
Chip
Leicester
like that,
one?
bro.
I'm
Against
confused.
He's no. Listen, bro. Kai Havertz has a few goals where you go, oh my
Yeah.
god. The one where he puts it out and he, with the outside of his boot in it. You know what I'm talking about, in it, the over the top one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
Oh, the RVPS finish. That one.
Newcastle.
Anyway, back to Mason Mount. Back to Mason Mount. As soon as you said RVP, back to Mason Mount. Back to Mason Mount. I just think, bro, don't you man think that as a Man United, from a Man United point of view, seeing Mason Mount as the poster boy right now as what's going on is a bit worrying.
Yeah.
Because Anthony was the poster boy. Anthony was the poster boy up until Casemiro became available last minute, bro.
Do you know what's crazy as well, man? No, go on, Case.
Go on, Case.
No, go on. Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say. I got it.
No, it's just quickly. Not only that it's worrying from a United point of view, it's the wrong profile. They need a conductor. They need a De Jong or a Verratti that's going to go in there and calm things down. But yet they're getting a work rate merchant that what they already have. For me, it's the wrong profile. Forget even just being the first target. That's worrying itself. But it's the fact you're not identifying what the midfield actually need. That's what it's for you now. But long may it continue, man. I want them.
I don't think it. Listen, we might think it's the wrong. I think Ten Hag has gone 180 on how he wants to play in the Premier League than what he's done. I think he wants the work rate. I think he wants the work.
If that's the truth, that would make sense though. Looking at it,
because look how he plays Eriksen. Look how he plays Eriksen, right? He doesn't play him like Spurs played him or like Brentford play him. He plays him in a pivot, right? And expects him to. I don't know why he expects a man who's got like a heart machine, bloody Iron Man suit on him and stuff like that to run all the time. You know what I mean? But that's how he plays it, and I think he wants another one like that beside him. And that's what I think he's turned, because I think no matter what Man United fans think, I know it's a bit 50-50. I think he sees Bruno as his main creative force and his facilitator of the ball.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I think he wants to turn Bruno into that Verratti dictator, De Jong kind of role, and have Mount. Because if you're honest, Bruno's been doing a bit of both. He's been doing the doggy work, but he's also been doing the creating thing, and it's just worn him out. You saw he couldn't do both. He just started to go back into his shell of just kicking and hoping and just rubbish. I think he's got enough quality to maybe Ten Hag sees Fernandes being the creator and Mount being the legs and having that as the midfield. With Casemiro
if Bruno somehow got linked with Arsenal, what would your thoughts be on that?
Nah. That's what I'm saying. There's certain players it's just not that. Like Bruno, as a 10, you already know I say he's not a 10. So if he was to come play 10 for me, I'm not with it.
No, 18, bro, 18.
Oh, as an 8. No, but that's basically like a 10 for us because we play with 2 8s. So even that, it won't work. It just won't work.
He'll do the kick and
that's try.
No, just asking, isn't it, man? I just asking. But so I don't know, man. I'm just looking at Mason Mount. With all obviously United are linked with Kim as well. With the new ownership looking like that is going to happen. It's gone a bit quiet now, but it still looks like it's going to happen and whatnot. I don't know, man. Do you think Ten Hag's talent ID needs to be questioned, or do you think he needs to be given another chance?
100% needs to be questioned. I'm sorry. There's been too many misses.
When you look at Weghorst, Anthony,
Malacia, people. I think Malacia has not been good. Corey says
he's not bad though. I can't like he's not.
No, I'll say he's steady.
Yeah.
I agree with Mons though, because at the start of the season, let's be honest, they were seeing him as a potential starter to be completely ousted out that team.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
I think that's him punching above his weight though.
Is it?
We all would have said.
But that's
be honest. Bro, if Malacia became a starter, we would be saying that's one of the top signings.
But he's not a starter. And how about this? After he lost his place, every time he came to Man United side, he was a bum.
and add on to what Mont said as well. Luke Shaw even went centre back due to the injury of Martinez. Then that should have been his time to say, "Look, let me start my authority." And he didn't.
That's why I said he had half a good season, half a dead season. So for me, he's a 5.
No, he gets a 3.5 to me. 3.5 for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree.
He does.
Man United played in every competition to utilize their whole squad, and when Malacia was called upon in the second half of the season, he bummed it out. Don't even talk to me about. He bummed it out, bro.
I don't know about you, man. Whenever I saw him, I'm seeing him giving away rash fouls at the end of the box.
He moves mad.
Getting caught out at the back stick. Dead,
Offering
bro.
nothing going forward.
You know what they'll call?
Literally nothing
Hold
going
on,
forward.
He's not so high. Man, I don't want to hear this. He's not no high-flying Reece James Trent wing back, bro. He's not Cancelo.
No.
He's not one of them
That's what they tried to sell us.
inverted man. He is a left back who needs to know how. He is a left back.
What? Do you know what they'll call him? Do you know what they'll call him? Do you know what they'll call him? They'll call him Alex Hunter.
Alex Hunter, there. You get it, fam. I'm gonna say Alex Hunter.
Oh.
Just allow me. Just allow me, bro. You know, everyone smash the like button for Malacia, man. There's just under 100 people in the house.
Said Alex Hunter.
That's what, bro. Someone called him it after a game, like get Alex Hunter off the pitch. I couldn't believe it.
Oh wait, I swear that's the brother you start.
FIFA, bro.
That's it, FIFA, innit?
He goes American.
And you can even use his card on Ultimate Team at the early stage.
Yeah.
Alex Hunter.
That is killing me. You look, there's just under 100 people in the house. Make sure you smash the like button. We're on 75 likes right now, so make sure we get another 25 likes, and we'll get to that 100 like target. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're new and all that good stuff. We're looking even closer to 4.5k, just around under. I think we got 34 subscribers. Off the top of my head, could be a little bit less now. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you're new as well. Let's move on to who is the next one we want to talk about. Nico Barella to Newcastle. David Raya to Tottenham. David Raya to Tottenham.
Oh well.
Looking like.
Anyway,
I think that's the signing Man United could have done.
Exactly.
Of course.
That is a big grab for the fact that
I think Spurs they do need quality.
The fact that
I don't think United can right now, though.
Why
United can't right now, bro. Because of the whole, I think
Onana signs for Chelsea and Raya signs for Tottenham. That is a massive and De Gea stays. That is a massive grab for United.
Yeah, because if De Gea stays, that means the Henderson and them man stay and all them. No, Dean Henderson will get sold. What's the other one?
But the rival strengthening in keepers. That's a massive grab.
They're two top keepers.
The thing about Raya, I don't know if anyone knows this surprising stat. Do you know he gets beat more at long shots than Kepa?
Yeah.
Wow. Swear.
But that's because of the way Brentford play, bro.
Right. I know that you have to say the caveat.
It's true.
I also went, oh yeah, he's got a high save percentage where he played for Brentford, right? You know what I mean? It's like one of those. I think he can learn. He's good with his feet. Remember, goalkeepers aren't in their prime till late 20, 30.
Yeah.
It would be what I would be worried is having someone like Romero in front of me if I was a goalkeeper.
Right.
Romero is a hothead.
You see, so you know the problem is.
Would you say that again? Romero is what?
He's a hothead.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's ill-disciplined, and unless he's got someone involved in his hand, like he has with Argentina, then he's going to cost those games like he did.
You know what, Sophia? But that stat actually makes sense because off the top of my head, the odd time I've watched Brentford, he never gets beat from a close range shot.
It's a long shot.
Because they try to force I read it somewhere in it. They try to force long shots. So of course, the majority it's not too bad.
That would be a good signing for Tottenham.
The issue I had, I don't have an issue. I've got this thing where if you think a goalkeeper is worth it, you should pay a big price. Because everyone talks about the spine of a team and they mention a goalkeeper. So why shouldn't they be big prices as well? Right? Like Onana, everyone's going, oh, we should only pay 30, 40 million. Bro, if they want 70 million, I'd gladly pay 70 million for Onana. He's worth
You know what it is?
A great goalkeeper.
Because there's never been that.
Look at Liverpool. They paid 65 million for Alisson. Have you not? He's repaid that, like what? 10 times over or something like that. Look at this season. He's maybe the sole reason even Liverpool got a chance to be in the top 4 race early in the season when he was putting off save after save. A great goalkeeper can win you points and save you points and win you titles. We've seen that at Chelsea, man.
We've seen that one, Kenny. Yeah, I hear that one.
I honestly,
Bro,
I don't
done
get
it for
this. I don't
City.
get this thing about, he's not worth 20 million or 30 million, bro. If you think he's worth it, you pay it.
Yeah, that deal will definitely be done. I think they're trying to value at 40 million. We're trying to get like 27, which I think 27 is still a good deal. That's a very
that's good. That's
very good.
How old is he?
He's 20.
I know you said I can't like
27 games.
You shouldn't even be trying to get that down. I think he's a Spanish international now. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he gets called up.
Yeah.
He's what 20? Like you said,
No, he's
he's in his
27.
20s.
Sorry, he's 27.
Oh yeah, he's 27.
27.
Yeah, early, just before the prime for a goalkeeper.
Just before, exactly. He's great with his feet, and modern day keepers need to be good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Your new manager though, Eve. I'm just gonna call him Ange. I don't know. I can't pronounce his second name. I'm gonna call him Ange. I don't know how he likes to play, but is it from out the back? Like, is that his type of?
It's similar to Pep, innit, kids?
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not even joking.
No,
you mean Pep Linders, right? You mean Pep Linders?
Man said Pep Linders.
No, not Pep. And he plays the majority of his football in the opposition's half, innit? And we do need to play that from the back. So it's like
cool. So for me, it's a match made in heaven. Forget trying to get it down. Just pay that 40 for him.
40,
yeah, just pay the 40 because you do need a keeper like that. If you want to play that way, you do need to pay with.
You know what? In training, if Kane stays, just get Kane to pepper shot from 40 yards and just get it ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the new tactic. But I'm hearing we're interested in the AC Milan keeper as well, so that's also a good target.
I'm no
disrespect.
You might don't think I got a pull for that.
You ain't got the facility.
No. You don't, bro. You don't
even. I got that.
If Daniel Levy and we know is haggling over paying 40 million for Ray, he's not going to pay 80 million for Mike Maignan. Do you know what I mean? He's just not going to do it. Yeah, first of all, yeah. He's
Wait, what's killing me? Ethan, you have no champs. Just bake. You have no champs.
You're going champs and going for Kai Havertz.
He doesn't have anything, KC. He doesn't have anything.
Yeah,
is there even a Welsh team in the Prem this season? Cardiff and them aren't even in the Prem.
Salah came out and apologized for getting you into Europe.
You're not even going Wales.
I said you're not even going well.
You're staying put in England, you're staying put in the cold.
Bro, you're staying put in the UK. Like there's no stamps.
I'm gonna tell you, get a little piece of beef, right?
By the way,
Brighton, you don't get a stamp on the passport, bro. You don't get a stamp on the passport for Brighton, bro.
I know, but you best hope you get Brighton first 2 games in the season when it's nice in the sun.
You can enjoy a little holiday sun there.
At least it get the holiday feel in it.
One thing I'll dash that in there. I know if you man had Raya for FPL next season, bro. He's top goal scorer.
Not a chance, bro. You ain't keeping clean sheets.
Averaged about 3 saves a game, bro.
Bro, with Romero in the back 4, you ain't keeping clean sheets. It's like he won't be coming in my FPL. No way.
Why do man think Romero's this dodgy centre back? Was he
in
a
back 4? He's terrible.
Winter Surfer, wasn't he playing over Martinez at the World Cup? It was Otamendi and Romero.
No, that was my point earlier. If you get someone beside him who's solid and stable, then you get the best out of him, which is what. And listen, this is your guys' fault for like having Dyer and Longley and all the other shit you have. Do you know what I mean? You're playing Ben Davies at left centre back, or Ben Davies is still there.
Tanganga's still there.
Yeah, Tanganga.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there. Still.
I mean, come on. But that's what I was saying. If you get someone beside him, and maybe you can help him settle him down, then you know.
The fundamentals are there. Like he's good on the ball.
No, Ethan. I'm not saying he doesn't have quality. I'm saying he's still a hothead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like he's rash. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then a lot of the top centre backs. Oh, look at Sergio Ramos.
Right? No, I agree. No, I agree.
So he's in Saudi Arabia, fam. He's done it.
But the thing is, he's not playing for you. He'd still be better for you now than Romero.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, if you don't, that's the problem. We saw it with Ramos. He gets sent off. He's still quality, but he gets sent off. If you don't curve that out of him now, and you still keep him, he's going to cost you games. And you really kind of like us. We're only playing once a week this season, right? So it's all focused on that. You can't have a guy you're worried about and maybe Postecoglou will be able to be the guy to actually, break it down to him or something like that. But at the moment, remember, look at the AC Milan game, second leg, you got sent off, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and then I've watched a bit of Spurs. I listen to Spurs channels. It's all like Romero's good, but he needs this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you need like a strong. That's what I'd be. If I was Postecoglou, I saw that. I'd be after a very experienced centre back, not Harry Maguire, not Harry Maguire, right? But someone just an experience on, and maybe he can find someone in the markets that no one knows about. But you Spurs fans have got to be like, who's that? You got to get off that, because if he finds some from the Asian market that is brilliant, you just go.
Maybe that's what we need to shock in, innit?
Right, exactly. Look at the guys. I know they play at Celtic and the level's not that good, but there's still like people there that no one's heard about that still putting up numbers and stuff like that. And maybe you can do the same for you. But every fan who hasn't heard of the person even on FIFA, who's that? You know what I mean? It's just stuff like that.
No, it's true, 100%. But we'll see it. We're no longer soaking up the pressure, giving the other team possession. We're now front foot. So.
Yes, which will probably go to a 4-3-3, right? Under Postecoglou.
Last thing, Nico Barella. It started off as whispers. Now it seems very concrete. Obviously, the Telegraph covering it. It's trending on Twitter now as well. It's even also made it to Sky Sports on top of that as well. It is everywhere. And he's being quoted at as little as 50 million. The same price.
What are we doing?
Hold on. Not even what we're doing. The same price as Mason Mount. The same price as Kai Havertz.
And Conor Gallagher.
Same price as the possible Conor Gallagher.
Oh my God, I just caught something.
This is going to get me.
Wait, if Newcastle are going over Barella, that means I get to get Madders.
No, or they can get both.
They can get both. Bro, Madders wants to play champs.
They got Joe Willock. That's too many.
No, Ethan. On the Fabrizio tweet, they're going for Madison, bro, as well.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Woo! They're going for Madison as well, bro.
And Ethan, don't disrespect, yeah. You might have your glitz and glam stadium, but they got CL football, and do you know what I mean? It's more attractive. Newcastle looks more attractive than Tottenham right now. Let's be honest.
100%, especially with the Saudi money, that oil money, like everyone's thinking.
If you're Madders,
bro, exactly, Surf. It will be much cheaper than.
If you're Madders, one club's just got Champions League for the first time in 20 years. One club's been out of it for 1 year.
Eve, you need to understand. I keep saying to you, you need to understand. You're going back to Thompson days, Canute, Mido. Your days are done. Your days are done.
I was in Champions League this year.
Bro. You know how you bans Arsenal. Oh, 6 years without it. I feel like your run starts now. Like, I think Spurs are going to go a certain amount of years without it.
Oh my God!
Honestly.
I do think that if this Ange guy don't get backed, if this Ange guy gets backed, it could be a problem. I won't lie. Yeah. I will say it.
And I get it. Newcastle are looking strong, innit? They're looking.
Even if he gets backed, I just think Spurs actually need a rebuild. They need a rebuild.
They need a build. With Levy in charge, they'll never change it, in my opinion. They'll never change it.
There's nothing.
He ain't get back.
Wait,
let me just Barella. Hold on. Not Barella. I'm talking about Madison, bro. Speaking on just this Raicedo thing quickly. Ibby sent in the £5 super chat. Big up yourself. If we somehow get both Raicedo and then only Edu, then Edu and Mikel can get their little Havertz toy. Do your homework before you can choose your toy.
I call it. That's the perfect way to put it. Like you literally got to do your homework, then you can play. It's literally that.
What you say?
And of course, we talk about the oil, and then guess who pops up? Big up a familiar face, the boss with the
boss is back.
Big up the boss.
Back. Property man. Big up yourself, bro. Hope you are well. Man said the boss with the arrow money. He's here to buy
money.
That is killing me. Yeah, I don't know why you think you're grabbing Madders, G. I don't know why you.
Well, Montel, I can definitely do it. Like, they're not going to realistically spend 100 M's on centre mids when they've got Joe Linton, what's that? The brothers' names, Longstaff and them man there.
Yeah,
Joe
bro,
Billick.
them man are
To
on their
the,
way out.
to the
bro.
Saudis, these are none of their players, bro.
They're not.
These are none of their players, bro.
I suppose
Bro,
so, but
I don't think
Eddie
they'll
Howe,
cut straight away. I think they'll stay for
They're
like
not straight away. Yeah, they'll stay and just get shipped out. They'll easily.
Yeah.
I quote, Eddie Howe wants the club to sign James Maddison as well as Barella.
There we go.
Who
They're
said
looking, they're looking to overtake you in top 6.
And that is so feasible.
that's
Bro,
scary.
they can get
Who said that? Who said that?
deep
Your
it, yeah.
guy. Your guy.
Deep it, yeah. They can get both of them for 8. They can get both of them for 80 minutes. You said Barella's quoted at 50, innit?
No, 60. Matters 60, apparently.
No, Madders will be 60.
Bro, they're relegated. Leicester, for me, Leicester will take a 30 or a 4. Let's say 90 max. They get them 2 centimeters for 90 max. You know how much clubs will bite your hand off for them 2 centimeters? For 90
I don't think man are deep in Barella to Newcastle.
This is getting me hot.
Barella is a bad boy, and he's playing for Newcastle.
Bro.
Alongside Bruno Ramirez.
How about this? Depending on the game, if you want to play a low block team, you could slap Madders and Bruno or
Madders, Bruno, Barella.
You know what annoys me about this, yeah? And big up Mo from Never a Foul, because Mo even said, regardless whether we win Champions League or whatnot, Inter will probably because I think they got financial problems at the moment and whatnot, and they're trying to seek a takeover themselves.
They're looking
Inter
to
will take quite a decent price for Barella.
They're looking to refinance. Their owners are looking to refinance, which means if they're successful in that, they don't. While they'll sell, they don't have to sell like at cheap prices. But if it's not happening, then you're going to get a Barella. I cannot believe Newcastle are going to sign Nico Barella. No one else.
I've never saw that.
I've heard it before the stream, bro.
That's what just baffles me, because we should be. I even think FSG would fund this. Like, Klopp needs to be pushing for this, because
it's Human's type of signing as well.
Yeah, literally, such a Liverpool signing. It's a Liverpool signing.
I think if FSG, sorry to cut you, but if Klopp went to FSG, look, 60 million for this player. I actually think, I know our owners, we all know how FSG have been and the constraints and whatnot, but I do think they would actually give that to him. I actually believe that. We should be all over this.
This is like, it's like a deal.
He improves every top 16.
Casemiro to United. It's like Casemiro to United, which is out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? I can't believe no one else knows that. Even if, I'm not usually one to go, just buy him because he's a great player. How does he fit your? I don't care. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, why are people saying FSG though? Why are people saying FSG? Jurgen Klopp.
That's why I added in Klopp.
You think FSG wouldn't give 50 million to Jurgen Klopp? Allow me.
They would.
The money is there. That is Jurgen Klopp's talent ID. Or the player just don't want anyone else but Newcastle. But I doubt
that's
that.
Not.
If come in for him, he's going to City. If Arsenal go in for him, I reckon he looks at Arsenal. If Liverpool show interest, I think there's something there, bro.
I'm telling you right now, Nico Barella, going to Newcastle would be like Robinho showed up at Man City. Do you know what I mean? When it was like, what is this? Do you know what I mean? There's no way he knows. The only way he knows Newcastle is probably the black and white stripes, because it's like you.
Surfer, the only difference, the slight difference in that is, I think when Robinho signed for City, they weren't in Champions League yet. I think the only way, I think if Chelsea Liverpool go in for Barella over Newcastle, I genuinely still think he picks both of us, even though we're outside of Champions League football, because I agree with Surfer, for them to be linked with him out of the blue like this, he would want to go to someone with a bit more pedigree. But if Newcastle get this over the line, I'm going to be fuming.
Where's PSG? Where's PSG?
Yeah.
They're finished. PSG are more finished than people think.
But it's like PSG. I'm just stunned, man. If they have a Bruno G, Barella, whatever you think, I don't know who's going to sit, whether they're going to still play, whether they're going to buy someone who sits there or something. God almighty.
That midfield is scary.
I think Newcastle will be a dark horse in the UCL next season if they go.
100%.
100%. Regardless of their group.
I was going to say Roms as well. That's the only thing, because they're in pot 4. So That's the only thing that can maybe mess them up.
But don't you just think they'll get that beginner's luck? Not saying they've never been in it, but do you reckon they'll get that renewed like beginner's luck there?
Yeah,
we're all thinking they're going to get a mad group, and then they probably get the weakest out of each pot.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I do hear you. Maybe, possibly. But if they do get like the Madrids, the PSGs, then like even teams like Napoli and that, like it could be
right. You could have, no doubt, right? Whatever you think, it might not be defensively sound, but you could have Barella and Bruno G sitting, and Maddison ahead of them, and Isak, if you
no,
that is disgusting next season.
We're saying it's disgusting, but we're still playing this on paper. I don't want to do the hate.
Yeah.
We still need Joe Linton in there for the truth. If you have Barella and Willock, there's no one doing the
That's right. That's the only thing. Yes.
Yeah. If Joe Linton's in there though, that's a different conversation.
But you know what's mad here? They've been getting their recruitment right so far. Like even the Joe Willock thing, I think that was the last signing Steve Bruce signed. Since then, it's like Arsenal. Everything's just clicking for them at the moment. Like the signings are good. Signed Botman, even Burn. He was bought as a centre back. Man played left back, made it work.
Yeah, he's one of the best left backs this season.
Yeah, like this is what I just think. I feel like when everything's going well for a club and they sign someone like Barella, it can only be something bad, isn't it?
I don't know, man. If these they drop some Mbappe stuff, I wouldn't be even.
No. I think Newcastle got a budget, didn't they? Like 75 mil for this window.
Yeah,
I heard that as well. Is that true?
If that's the case, then that's even more that's even more sickening for me to hear that my club didn't go in for it, knowing that a club capped at 70 mil when I got Barella. Are you fucking mad?
No. I don't think that story is as true as it is. The 75 million. I think they have a bit more. There was a stream I watched there. They were explaining it's not. But because if you look at it, they don't. If they have to sell to buy it, I don't think they have a lot of sellable assets that will get them a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? Like a long staff's not going to get you 35 million. You know what I mean? So it's like, but even if they just signed Barella this season, right? That's one hell of a window. If they only signed Barella,
yeah, just that alone is a good window, literally. They've got the defense, maybe a bit more depth in defense. Other than that, they've got a good team. It's a good balance.
They need another wide player, though, innit?
Yeah, they need another wide player.
It's a stunning transfer. No one else.
Yeah, it's definitely a good step in the right direction.
I cannot believe it's just one of those where you go, what? Like, it shouldn't. My snobbery goes to Newcastle. What? Even with this takeover, you go, nah, get out of here, man. You know?
Yeah.
Like, my God.
You know what it is? If it was 2-3 years down the line, I don't think it will be a surprise. But the fact that it's about 18 months to their takeover, this is crazy.
Unbelievable, right? Newcastle getting Barella and poor Ethan, man. They're getting Gallagher, man. Unbelievable. It's just one of those things.
What was I saying? There's 160 people in the house right now. Make sure we smash that. How many likes are we? We're on 81 likes. So we got a 0.5 GA right now. We need a bit more people with it. So if you are watching, please and thank you. Could you please smash that like button? Our like target is 100 likes, and we've got 164 people watching.
Come on, man. What is this? A Havertz conversion rate? Come on, man.
We're talking Havertz conversion rate right now. You know what I'm saying? There, look, 90 likes. Yeah, the people listening now. You know what? To be fair, we ain't really ran the likes that much this stream, so that's partly my fault. But make sure we smash it. Look, 92 likes. Yeah, look at everyone now. Yeah, smash the like for Nico Barella, because that's got my day down right now. I'll be honest, my day's down. I'll be real. You know what's getting me mad about Nico Barella? If Liverpool went and got McAllister for 30 AMs, Nico Barella for 50.
Stop!
Oh my God!
Stop! I'll be in heaven.
Gaslighting. You know the way I'll be saying we're back. The way
I'll be shameless.
Will be so shameless.
I'll be saying some things I don't even mean.
You will be getting the Jurgen Quad months back. That month. That you haven't seen the whole year. You haven't seen him in 365 days. Yeah? That's the months you will be seeing.
I'll be
telling City to come outside.
If we paid for Caicedo and Barella and had Enzo with there, I wouldn't care what the results. I just enjoyed to watch them play.
That midfield would be disgusting.
Cuckoo, get him on Cuckoo. I just cannot. This is the most. I don't care what any happens now in the transfer window. This is now the most startling thing that's happened so far. I think it will be for the entire transfer window, unless Man United get a takeover and do a madness, I suppose. But you know what I mean? It's like, my God, he fits every midfield. He fits every midfield. Even cities, he could go there with them like departures of probably Gundogan and maybe Bernardo Silva and stuff like that. And KDB's getting a bit older. He fits every. Look at him now. Imagine him under Pep in 2 years' time or something like that. My God, I mean, I'm stunned.
Yeah, it's crazy news, man. I don't know. Is there anything else anyone wants to say?
There's nothing else anyone can say, man.
Hey, Gallagher, man.
After 50 mil, there's nothing else anyone can say about that.
Newcastle overtaking Tottenham in the Big Six. I'm there, man. I will be there for that.
I'm literally taking a gap here, man. I'm giving me verbal.
I think everyone will finish above Spurs this year.
I think so as well.
Everyone.
You know who we need to not sleep on? What I think Villa. They've appointed Monkey from Sevilla. Didn't Barca want him? I think Arsenal wanted him at a point. Yeah. That's director of football, and then Yuri on a free is a good signing. Oxlade-Chamberlain looked like he's Villa bound. They finished above you kids, innit? Season just gone. I reckon they'll do it again.
They finished
above me.
No, not sorry, not kids. I meant Eve.
Oh.
They finished seventh.
I think they'll finish 7th again. I think pushing that top 6 might be a bit too soon, but don't see from Villa are going to take points of a lot of the big teams as they did the season.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what's when you start to see Emirates shape his team in it,
exactly.
The only thing they've got to worry about, not worry about really, but if they go deep in Europa League, he will switch his attention.
I think they're going to use West Ham's campaign as the blueprint. Because they're better than this West Ham team. We can steamwalk this Conference League, in my opinion. I think you're right. If they take that more seriously, you could see their league form.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to win it, or they'll get relegated, but they'll just maybe drop off a bit and mid-table.
There will be a force, though. There will be a difficult team to beat.
Once Rom's careful, you man got Brighton and West Ham in there.
Who do you have about the channel?
I'll take my gap here.
I literally forgot West Ham in Europa League. That's so stinky.
Yeah, Lynch.
So stinky, man.
The Hammers.
I mean,
that's you man's quality. That's you man's company. I ain't got anything to do with that play.
Make sure you don't get a tough crew. I might be seeing you in Europa. How about that? Make sure you don't get a tough crew.
You will not be seeing me there.
You might be seeing me.
Fucking up with West Ham. That's a you thing. I'm not involved.
And if I block you in Europe, you're finished.
You're finished.
You are done at NG.
We'll end it in one leg. We won't even need the Emirates. We'll just end it.
The only way I block you in Europe is if you man get top 4. I am not going down to Europa League again. It's impossible.
He's doing that.
Get top 4 up or win Europa League, then chat to me, man. That's it.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So just make sure you don't struggle again. You're getting rid of staple players, so make sure you don't get rid of too many staple players.
Bro. Like I said, bring me anybody.
Hopefully, Kai Havertz didn't do that chance like he did.
Xhaka and Partey in the same window, kids. You gotta be careful, man.
Partey's staying. Partey's definitely staying. I can't lie. Definitely. So we got the quality there. Like I said, let me buck anybody in Champions League. I will be there. Anybody.
Okay.
Listen, people. There's 200 people watching. For one, make sure you go and subscribe to the channel. We are about just under 30 subscribers, or just over 30 subscribers away from 4,500 subs. So if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. We are so close. And I reckon we could do that easy, especially for the Big Six family. That's something we could easily do. Also, make sure you go and subscribe to Carefree Lewis's channel as well, where you'll find Fator and Andrew over there as well. You also catch them on Sarcasm City TV, so make sure you show some support to those guys. You know what I'm saying? That's family over there as well. Make sure you smash the like as well. Over 200 people and 107 likes. Again, it's Kai Havertz conversion rate. Havertz conversion rate. Smash that like button, people. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, break the like button. You know what I'm saying? Break it. Do everything. Just hit the like button, people. And yeah, I guess we'll hit some of the comments and we'll just end it there. Really, it was so many people in the chat now. In the chat. Ed says Spurs going to put in a petition for the Big Seven. Big up, Ed. He is taking the piss. He's taking the piss. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button. Says Solo. Big up, Solo. Crunk King saying Villa will eventually move like Sevilla in the Europa League of Emery. Arsenal were champions. Don't forget as well. Dennis the Great says Liverpool will win the Europa League easily. Ethan going to be watching Barnet next season. Don't. Yes. What about if Arsenal get the group of death and go Europa, K?
Bro, there's no such thing as a group of death. Told you, give me anybody. I'm there.
With your European record, would that matter?
I'm not scared of any. I'll be honest. I'm not scared of anybody. I'll be honest. I'm just not.
Not Real Madrid, yeah. Oh, Real Madrid.
No.
You lot in it. Never mind.
Keys is talking all this chess for Arsenal to get knocked out in the round of 16 in the UCL or Europa if they get the group of death.
I just love when people say this because
round of 16 is progress.
Yeah, that is progress for you, man. That's a good little run for you, man.
That's progress.
Good little run, bro.
Trust the progress.
It's a little run there for you, bro.
Nah, semis, bro. Semis.
Ahmed says Partey is the new Rio Coca. These men are taking the piss.
Wow.
Rio Coca was a little baller on point, though. Don't see from Nigel Rio Coca, bro. He was
a 2006 FA Cup final against us. He had a good game.
Batman.
06 Rio Coca.
Nigel on the whole turn. You might not remember Nigel.
Yeah. He was at Wimbledon, right? Wimbledon and then West
Ham. He was cold. Yeah. He was cold, man. He's one of them, man. When Pep Lee's Premier League is going to be like NBA, each year different champions. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, 100%.
Fine.
Listen, I wouldn't mind that, to be fair. Virgil and Gakpo both starting for Holland. Yeah, as
wait, there's internationals.
Yeah,
international.
Wait, straight after the Champions League.
Yeah, so Vio.
Internationals, Love Island. You lot are stacked for your TV stuff, man. You lot were stacked for that, man. I ain't even started.
UEFA and FIFA need to do, but these players are just gonna. They're gonna.
Yeah. But to be fair, it's only one game, then they go on holiday. To be fair.
Oh, fair. So it's not like
it's not the back-to-back. No.
Oh, okay.
Like two, man.
Well, listen, people, we are gonna close it there. Let's just big up the members as well, of course. I love for the people who just subscribed as well, just seeing the skyrocket in the subscribers. So make sure you lot stay subscribing to the channel. Big up Ed, Solo, you know what I'm saying, who rejoined as well. Dennis the Great, Bayesian Reds TV, Snake Eyes D1, of course, Romsey's in the stream, 7 months a member. Big up yourself, NDT, Joe, and Aiden Andrews, and of course, Kaz, who are members for a whole year. Big up yourself, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, guys, it's been another episode of Big Six Bants. We're gonna leave on this video. I think this video represents Newcastle fans.
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
It definitely is.
What a video.
That's
also
our good friends.
Anthony Gordon in driving, in the passing, 100%.
What you say?
That's Joe. What's his name? Drewski's Joe Linton, and is that Jack Carlo on the left?
Yeah.
That's Anthony Gordon. Gordon could take that one still.
Gordon could take that.
Barella for 50 mil. I'm telling you, people are sleeping on that. Real talk, like
that's crazy.
The joke.
True. Oh yeah, Gordon might cook next season, by the way, as well. I don't know. I think
he will cook. Gordon will cook 100%.
Yeah,
Gordon's a baller. That's what people are sleeping as well. Gordon's a baller.
Listen, people, it's been another episode of Big Six Bants. Make sure you like and subscribe. Get us to 4.5k before the next video. We will much appreciate it. Big up Solo. Big up to the boss as well. He came back as well. Big up Baby for the super chat on top of that. Take care, people. It's been a late stream, but we will see you in the next one.